Welcome back to the Airborne Podcast. I'm your host, G. There's no big boy Brass, but we got Thanos back on the podcast.
What it do?
The Raptors, the Toronto Raptors are officially back. Media day just happened today, and what can I say? Dragic has made a really good second impression because the first one was absolutely disastrous.
Garbage.
Yes. Obviously, it wasn't with the Raptors itself, but he didn't really rub the Raptor fans the right way. He was apologetic about it after it happened. Said it came off the wrong way, and he doubled down today when he talked to the media. Said he apologizes, and this is a first-class organization. He spent 2 weeks around the city, and he's enjoying his time here, and he's gonna be a professional and do what he has to do to help this team win games. And with Dragic, we already knew that. I mean, forget about all the shenanigans that happened during the offseason right now, but when the man plays basketball, he plays basketball. He knows his shit. He knows how to play. He's a veteran in the game. He's still a really good player at the age of 35. And just not him, but the whole team just looks refreshed. Everyone that has been on the Raptors has that anticipation of, the fans coming back and being able to play in front of the fans, just being able to see the city. And, they're talking about how much they miss the city. Like, you don't know until you go through something like that to understand how much you really appreciate the city of Toronto and how much home court really means to the Toronto Raptors itself. And with Dragic, he's obviously not going to wear number 7. I called this out a while ago. I'm like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I'm like, even though he gave his blessing to Lowry to wear number 7, the Raptors not going to let him wear number 7. And I don't even think he wants to, because he understands he's a professional.
He would have faced so much backlash just based off of if he picked number 7, like so many people would talk shit to him.
Yeah. And he said he's friends with Lowry. Obviously, they played together in Houston. And he said in Phoenix, he wore the number 1, and it worked out to be a really good season for him. So he's thinking about, going back to that, and he's going to wear number 1 for the Raptors. So he's hoping for another good season wearing that number with some good luck. And he said he was going to take on a mentor role and help these younger guys and basically do what Steve Nash did for him in Phoenix. And yeah, I just wanted to get your insight on what you felt like you saw in the press conference he had with the Raptors media.
Yeah, like what you said, like based off his first impression, realizing that he got traded to Toronto, what he said on that like whatever he said, the Slovenian channel he said it on, it was messed up. He rubbed the Raptor fans the wrong way. We actually opened our arms and welcomed him in, but he didn't feel that same way. He rubbed all the Raptor fans in a different way now. Like everyone's all happy. He's actually embracing the idea of being on the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that he's open to mentoring the younger guys.
Yeah.
And just embracing that role of just like what Steve Nash did for him in Phoenix, like what you mentioned earlier. Like it's good to see. And I just feel like even when he was wearing the number 1 on Phoenix, he had a good season. So I feel like this year, I hope he has a good season this year too. So we'll see.
I mean, we need to grow thicker skin too, because for us, we're not the same organization that we were 20 years ago where people don't like to come and play. We're a championship organization now. He knows that. He says we're a first-class organization, like I mentioned. And I mean, obviously, maybe because of our roster and how young we are, he doesn't feel like he fits. But at the same time, he could definitely help our team. And we definitely could be another dark horse in the Eastern Conference because of how much strength we have in our team. And just, he's not the only veteran. I know like Pascal Siakam, Fred VanVleet, OG Anunoby, Chris Boucher, they're all younger, a lot younger, but they've been on the biggest stage and they've played against the best team. And I was going to say Warriors, whether they're injured or not. I mean, we put up a fight against them and we won. And so they know what it takes to get to that point. And so does Dragic, because he made it to the finals. And for me, like the fact that he respects Lowry, is friends with him, they played together in Houston, and just knowing, not doing that extra shit to try and get the number 7, even though he gave his blessing to Lowry, he understands that he wanted, like Kyle Lowry won a championship in that jersey. And when his career is all said and done, it's going up in the rafters, and he doesn't want to do anything to kind of diminish that, right? That number.
Yeah.
And last person to wear number 7 before Larry took it was Bargnani, right? So it's another European. So.
I totally forgot about that.
When Larry came to the Raptors in the summer of 2012, July 11th.
Number 3.
Yeah, number 3. And that's OG Anunoby's number now. So, yeah, I mean, I liked what I heard today. I have no hard feelings. Like I said, the Raptor fans need to grow some thicker skin.
Yeah. I feel like, sorry, just before you continue, I just feel like when he realized that he got traded, I feel like he was just pissed off because like he wanted to run it back with the team.
Yeah.
Like he just, and seeing the Raptors roster before Scotty Barnes and everyone got signed, I felt like he thought that we're going to go in rebuilding mode. He probably felt like he was going to have like a waste of a season. He can do better for himself and like maybe potentially go into All-Star team, which I don't think would happen, but like improve his overall like stats. Mm-hmm. But like I feel like he just wanted at the age he's at right now, I feel like he just wanted to be on a team that he can contend for a championship because like he's almost at that age right now. So
and we all know, Raptor fans know, he's here for a good time, not a long time, right? And with him, like, you know, he's trying to build up his value so that he can go to a contender, because if he builds up that value, then people want him on his team, on their team, and he can hopefully by the trade deadline get on a contender. And you know, he needs to stay healthy first if he wants to keep the value at where it's at or even go up higher, right? So we'll see how that goes. But the man said he loves Scotty Barnes when they went out in Toronto, and he said that's his favorite guy right now because he's just funny. He has that charismatic personality, that infectious personality, the one that lights up a room. And even Pascal too, in the press conference, he was like, yo, I think Scotty might outshine me in terms of like the energy that he brings on and off the court, because the man never stops smiling. The man never stops jamming out. And we posted some videos of Dragic with those guys, Sam Decker, Scotty Barnes, Freddie Gillespie, and a few other guys. But yeah, for the most part, I feel like it's going to be a good season. You know, it's a breath of fresh air to finally get some fans back in the arena. Finally, the Raptors are back after a year and a half, 12 to 18 months of being.
It's just great to see the whole background, like, you know, like where the press conference actually happened. Yes, like with Kawhi too, it's just a breath of fresh air. I just love to see that. Very
nostalgic because it feels like it's been so long. Yeah. And just seeing those guys in media today, it was really like, it made me so happy just seeing it, because you know it's about to go down.
Yeah.
And we'll see. I mean, whether Dragic is here till the deadline or if he's here for the whole season, depending on how good or bad we do. You know, let's embrace him and let's cherish him. And he seems like a professional. He's been a pro for the longest time. So
yeah,
let's get the season rolling and let's get some games under our belt. Any final thoughts about this before we wrap things up?
You think he's gonna run point guard, like, or shooting guard?
He's a combo guard. He could facilitate. He could score. He could shoot the three. Shot 38%. He's got finals experience. He's going to come off the bench, I think, with Malachi Flynn, Scotty Barnes, Precious Achiuwa, and I believe Chris Boucher, more than likely. Pascal's obviously going to be out for a bit, so we'll see how what the decision is to, like, who to insert into the lineup.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think if he does end up staying on our team for the whole year, and we just, you know, just kind of use him if we make it to the playoffs, I think he'll be a huge contributor to the roster, to the, you know, the Raptors lineup.
Yeah, I agree.
His experience with Freddie, I think they're going to share the court at some points. You know, down stretches where it's close games, because, you know, he can make big plays. And even in 2K, bro, like I'm playing my team, and I have an 81 version of him, an Emerald version, and the man is killing it like he's
killing it.
Like he's a diamond the way I'm using him. His Euro step, his 3-point shooting, his facilitating, his pick and roll game, everything's on point. So I'm picturing what I see in the game with how I use him and see him playing like that. And obviously he's coming with some experience with Precious Achiuwa, even though he didn't play that much. They have some of that chemistry from last season. So it's going to be fun, a lot of new faces. But yeah, we'll see. That's going to do it for this video. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. If you haven't liked the video, make sure you like it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to it. What are y'all waiting for? Stop slacking, bro. Stop slacking, bro. And we'll be back. The Raptors are back officially. We can say that. October 4th, Philadelphia, preseason. 76ers without Ben Simmons. You know how we do. And yeah, I'm excited, man. The background just has me hyped right now for all reasons, you know that. And yeah, till then, stay blessed, stay woke, and please stay safe. Peace.
Yeah, 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 yeah. The price I want for sure you gon' need.